This is John at Old Time Tales. Um, we're doing Mark Twain, the Diary of Eve, or Eve's Diary, excuse me. And this is the third part, the final part. Um, and I'm kind of doing this because, Eve is all our mothers, or the mother of us all, and we've got Mother's Day tomorrow. And so make sure you take time to say hi to your mother if you still have her, or think about her and be grateful. After the fall. When I look back, the garden is a dream to me. It was beautiful, surpassingly beautiful, enchantingly beautiful, and now it is lost, and I shall not see it any more. The garden is lost, but I have found him, and I am content. He loves me as well as he can. I love him with all the strength of my passionate nature, and this, I think, is proper for my youth and sex. If I ask myself why I love him, I find I do not know. I do not really much care to know. So I suppose that this kind of love is not a product of reasoning and statistics, like one's love for other reptiles and animals. I think that this must be so. I love certain birds because of their song, but I do not love Adam on account of his singing. No, it is not that. The more he sings, the more I do not get reconciled to it. Yet I ask him to sing, because I wish to learn to like everything he is interested in. I am sure I can learn, because at first I could not stand it, but now I can. It sours the milk, but it doesn't matter. I can get used to that kind of milk. It is not on account of his brightness that I love him. No, it is not that. He is not to blame for his brightness, such as it is, for he did not make it himself. He is as God made him, and that is sufficient. There is a wise purpose in it, that I know. In time it will develop, though I think it will not be sudden, and besides, there is no hurry. He is well enough, just as he is. It is not on account of his gracious, considerate ways and his delicacy that I love him. No, he has lacks in this regard, but he is well enough just so. It is improving. It is not on account of his industry that I love him. No, it is not that. I think he has it in him, and I do not know why he conceals it from me. It is my only pain. Otherwise he is frank and open with me. I am sure he keeps nothing from me but this. It grieves me that he should have a secret from me, and sometimes it spoils my sleep thinking of it. But I will put it out of my mind. It shall not trouble my happiness, which is otherwise full to overflowing. It is not on account of his education that I love him. No, it is not that. He is self-educated. It is not, and does really know a multitude of things, but they are not so. It is not on account of his chivalry that I love him. No, it is not that. He told on me, but I do not blame him. It is a peculiarity of sex, I think, and he did not make his sex. Of course, I would not have told on him. I would have perished first. But that is the peculiarity of sex, too, and I do not take credit for him, for I did not make my sex. Then why is it that I love him? Merely because he is masculine, I think. At bottom, he is good, and I love him for that. But I could love him without it. If he should beat me and abuse me, I should go on loving him. I know it. It is a matter of sex, I think. He is strong and handsome, and I love him for that, and admire him, and am proud of him. But I would love him without those qualities. If he were plain, I should love him. If he were a wreck, I should love him. And I would work for him, and slave over him, and pray for him, and watch by his bedside until I died. Yes, I think I love him, merely because he is mine and is masculine. There is no other reason, I suppose, and so I think it is as I first said, that this kind of love is not a product of reasonings and statistics. It just comes, none knows whence, and cannot explain itself. It doesn't need to. It is what I think, but I am only a girl, the first that has examined this matter, and it may turn out that in my ignorance and inexperience I have not got it right. 40 years later. It is my prayer, it is my longing, that we may pass from this life together, a longing which shall never perish from the earth, and shall have place in my heart have place in the heart of every wife that loves until the end of time, and it should be called by my name. But if one of us must go first, it is my prayer that it shall be I, for he is strong, I am weak. I am not so necessary to him as he is to me. Life without him would not be life. How could I endure it? This prayer is also immortal, and will not cease from being offered up while my race continues. I am the first life, I am the first wife, and in the last wife I shall be repeated. And then the last thing is At Eve's Grave, and it's by Adam. Wheresoever she was, there was Eden. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed our story, Adam and Eve, and hope you can forgive my problems I have reading it sometimes. I really enjoy this. I know that it shows a very old-fashioned way of looking at men and women, but I think it's a very sweet way. And I know that there are many ways I understand exactly how they both felt. Anyway, I'm John at Old Times Tales, and I hope you enjoy, ring the bell, subscribe, all that silly YouTube stuff. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Cheers.